Hi, my name is Alexis and I'm the owner of Journalicious. I've always been infatuated with books from a very early age. The journals that I make are basically called a limp style binding. There's no hard covers as in traditional book binding, and the pages are sewn into the book. I was basically hooked from the first stitch. I then began to create books for people that I love. I created a book for my sister, and I created a book for a couple of friends, and my husband was so impressed with them that he put some pictures of them up onto Facebook. So I combined my love of calligraphy with my love of the book arts, and Journalicious was born. I'm inspired by the materials I choose. I use fine leather, I use fine archival quality papers in my journals, and I love the variety of Japanese papers especially. So I'll use the Japanese papers for my cover pages, or I call them the end pages, and for my spine guards. Then for the internal pages, for the signatures, I also use fine paper, usually created by Royal Fiber is the company that I use for my pages. They're acid-free, a thick 80-pound text weight paper. So all the materials that go into my journals are always the finest. In this video, you'll see the process for creating one of my beautiful journals. These journals are a modern interpretation of a medieval limp style bound book. I start with a quality piece of leather and determine where I will cut the leather using a pattern. I always try to work with the natural edges or tendencies of my materials. Next, I punch the holes for the spine with a 1mm Japanese screw punch. It's really a fun tool to use. I make sure everything lines up and folds over perfectly. After I've chosen the decorative paper for the spine guards and end papers, I cut it to the proper size. Here I have a lovely Thai marble paper. These papers almost feel like cloth. Then I tear the paper for the signatures. This is an archival quality Royal Fiber 80-pound text weight stock. Tearing the paper like this creates a textured or deckled edge. Watch me fold and stack the signatures in super speed. Phew! Then I glue the spine guards and end papers to the folded signatures. I make sure everything is square. I use a tool called a cradle to punch holes in the center of the signatures to allow me to sew them to the leather wrap where I punched holes earlier. It's finally time to sew. I use a 4-ply Irish linen thread to sew the signatures in the spine using a German long stitch. Time to affix the leather strap. All finished. They're just incredibly beautiful journals. They're almost like little works of art in of themselves. And then as an added touch, if I have a customer who wants to put an inscription, such as, to or from, or they want to put a specific saying or a verse or a quote or a scripture within them, then what I'll do is use my skills as a calligrapher, and I'll write out the verse and I'll put that into the front of the books for them. Frequently I have commissions. I love commissions because that's when you really get to create something that's so personal and so intimate, because journaling, the practice of journaling it's a very intimate practice, because it's you and it's your pen and it's your journal, and you pour yourself out into it. So the idea is that they will have something that they'll be able to keep forever. So the thing that I'm doing with this is I'm hoping to bless people, to help people, and that's the thing that I really like about working with customers, being able to find out, how to help them, what they're interested in, and then be able to create something that perfectly fits what their need may be.